No doubt that riding a motorcycle can provide a huge adrenaline rush or thrill, but can it actually also be good for your mental health? Of course, riders know the answer to this already. As the old saying goes, you never see a motorcycle parked outside a psychiatrist's office.
What up, YouTube? Rich the Return Rider coming to you here from Lake City, Florida on a 81-degree day here. Anyway, folks, let's talk about it, man. I know, been away for a little bit here. And what I'm going to say, as you can see from the title there, guys, is what I did, is what I recommend to so many of you folks. Let's start here with a U-turn, or actually a 360. I like to start my videos, guys, getting acclimated to the controls. A little bit of braking, a little bit of sand there, so good a little practice to be able to not lock the bike up. But yeah, let's talk about it, folks. First of all, let me express to you where I've been and what I've been doing, guys. I've been here in good health, but took the opportunity to take a mental health break. Took the opportunity, guys, to work on my the wife's 2800 there, kind of get it going. I'm good working shape, so it looks a little bit more aesthetically pleasing. I promised the wife that I would get her truck back up and running. This used to be her daily driver. We love that truck. Only 130 something thousand miles on it. Just been a beautiful truck for us. But anyway, folks, let's talk about it, man. So took a break, mental health. You know, want to give a special shout out to a gentleman that reached out to me, met him at Daytona, True Boots and Jeans Rider, that checked on me to say, hey man, are you okay? Just realized I didn't make a video for approximately a month or so. His name is Dave from Ocala. We promised to get together. My hill assist light just came on. Don't know what that's about. But yeah, so thanks Dave for reaching out. I remember when I was out sick, he also reached out to me to make sure that I was doing okay. This guy is truly a great guy. Now we are going to get that ride in, but what you're looking at there, guys, is us out there riding Biketoberfest with Mike and Dave. Now, interesting story there, guys, as we talk about therapy and throttle therapy. You know, close to the time of the pandemic, I was working at the other hospital. Mike and I got together and started doing some riding, getting out for some therapy. As we sat around and we talked about it at nights, we kind of recruited Dave there, that jumped on this passion hobby with us there. Picked up a C90, has embraced motorcycle riding like a fish to water. And not only Dave, but his wife is also as passionate about it as he is. Dave picked up a C90 at the time. Mike was riding I think a 2012 Sportster. And was interesting how the guys have now stepped their game up as they have embraced this passion of this hobby. One of my commenters say don't refer to motorcycle riding as a hobby. He hates when I refer to it as a hobby. Said it's a lifestyle. Motorcycling is whatever you want it to be, guys. If it's a hobby or a passion, embrace it. And going into the new year, as we're here in November, I'm going to encourage you guys to encourage other folks to get out there and embrace their passions. Motorcycle riding is a great one, guys. I just watched a video with a guy talking about how motorcycle riding aids in his anxiety, or helps with his anxiety. You know, this mental health thing is real. I'm watching the Dallas Cowboys the other night and saw them wearing on their jerseys, watch these intersections, different parts of their clothing, embracing a teammate that actually has taken his life. 24 years old, defensive lineman, should be at the top of his career, and he has taken his life. And all you can hear folks saying is, man, I just didn't see that coming. So in this video, I want to encourage you folks to reach out to the friends and family around you. You know, have a conversation with them. You might be able to detect that family member have a struggle that they might want to talk about. And, you know, after I watched that video, I'm down with my daughter and helping her do some work around her house. We are doing some fence work, moment of bonding. And my daughter said to me, you know, Dad, I'm feeling kind of burnt out. Now here's a young lady that has came out of high school. Shortly after high school, she became a nurse. Over a decade now of doing nursing and taking care of folks. She's starting to feel a little burnt out. And it was a great time to have a conversation with her. Are you just feeling burnt out? Are you depressed? And realize she's just saying, you know what? Life can be overwhelming. Along with her and some of her co-workers, they were having conversations about how burnt out they are. They're all young nurses. And what I wanted to assure her is, you know what? If you ever feel a certain way, man, reach out to Dad, reach out to Mom, reach out to somebody. Now for the nurses, they also have, or some of the healthcare workers, they have services out there that aids for them to be able to come in and have conversations about things that's going on in their life, encourage her to do that, but more importantly, invited her home so her mom and I could have a conversation with her. We are proud of her. She's accomplished a lot. I don't want to make this video about her, but what I'm saying is that, you know, the goal is to make sure that she's okay. You know, we spent years at the go-kart track with some friends of ours at the time, a family, father racing, son, daughter racing, expensive stuff. But a family that was pretty close-knit. And as those years has passed by and those kids went from young kids up to their teenage years, got a call from another friend of ours that said, hey, have you heard the news? This friend of ours has his son have actually taken his life. Again, depression, guys. Mental health is a real thing. And at that time, he was inspired to reach out to grandson and have a sit-down conversation with him. Now going on 18 years old, he spends a lot more time with, not with us, but in his room. And it was a great time to have a conversation. Hey man, do you ever have these feelings? Do you feel depressed? Have you ever considered taking your life? What I'm saying, folks, is reach out to friends and family members around you. You know, often we keep hearing that same thing where folks are saying, damn, I never saw it coming. I never saw that coming. I never saw them being depressed. You know, years again, Lauren and I had moved to Lake City in 2007. We had a gentleman that worked with her, a young guy. I have spent the day out riding with this guy on a 100-acre property all around ponds and stuff. He seemed to be the biggest kid ever. She worked with him, never saw any signs of depression, came home and said to me, hey, guess who took his life? It was a shock to me. I never saw that in the little time that I spent with this gentleman, and she said she never saw it working with him. He always seemed to be, you know, a good mental health and friendly and jokey. This was done over a relationship. So yeah, guys, on this video here, man, as I got out with Dave and Mike and we ride, and I see, like I said, Dave has stepped up to his 2020. I think he said it's an ultra limited. Dave now off of his old Harley Sportster, now up on a 2024 motorcycle, has embraced the passion of riding motorcycles. You know, so reach out to someone, guys. Reach out to friends, family members, man. A lot of times they might need your help. For the folks out there that might be listening to this video that is going through any kind of depression, guys, your family and friends is not, you know, as we lose our loved ones, man, it takes years for us to sometimes be able to get over it. Some of us never get over it. I gotta tell you, I'm thanking God for my health. I went through a period of time where I was pretty sick. I had an episode this year. Thankful to be able to get out here and ride. You know, but reach out to friends and family, man. You never know what's going on in their minds. Probe a little. You might be surprised who's out there saying, hey, you guys, yeah, I've had those feelings. But anyway, I just want to do a video here talking about mental health, man. As I got back into doing this video here, my camera has been shutting off, but you know, I'm going to try to get this video done. I try, but you know, yeah, reach out to Dad, Mom. Ask for help. Don't hesitate to ask for help if you need it, guys. There's somebody out there that's willing to listen to you. Anyway, guys, I'm going to end this video here. It's long enough. Sorry about being long-winded, but you know what? I think these videos are relevant and important. I'm not going to chase the algorithms. I'm not going to tell you how often I'm going to put a video out. I have never committed to that stuff. But yeah, folks, get out, ride your motorcycles, man. On this channel, I like to talk safety, do the advanced safety classes. The experts lane braking and swerving is one of those things that we need to have in our toolbox to help keep us safe out there on the streets. At the end of the day, it's better that you drop your bike on the concourse or in the parking lot than to crash them out there on the streets. Rich out on Ruby, the 2019 Honda Goldwing, guys, for some throttle therapy. Thanks for watching. Tell me what you think about that Shark Road exhaust. Listen to the rhythm and the beat.